But the box office site work now. And we haven't updated the numbers yet, but we're gonna see. Yeah, it is working. Venom 3 is at 394 million. I was right, but I'm then upload the video. So yeah, Venom 3 is now nearing $400 million globally. Which means get wrecked, Rotten Tomatoes. Venom 3 made money, regardless of what score you gave the movie. Well, Venom 3 is, the Venom franchise is really just giving Rotten Tomatoes the middle finger, which I'm all too happy to say that because I hate Rotten Tomatoes. I think that Rotten Tomatoes scores should not determine a movie's success. I think that it will be determined if people like the movies or not. And yes, this is the worst performing Venom movie by a long shot, but it is still doing way better than the Marvels, which again is considered a good movie by Rotten Tomatoes. It's considered a good movie according to Rotten Tomatoes. So yeah, Venom 3 has been a pretty huge success at the box office, beating movies like The Fall Guy and stuff. And yeah, Venom has been a huge, huge success at the box office. And next is the best Christmas pageant ever. Again, no one's watching Lionsgate movie. This shouldn't be too surprising. No one's watching this movie. Like, Lionsgate really needs to see some soul searching. Again, the problem is Lionsgate has no franchises. Okay, they have no franchises, and the movies don't really do too well. Lionsgate, I think, is gonna go bankrupt pretty soon. I wouldn't be too surprised. Or yeah, so yeah. Next is Heretic. This movie has made $13 million globally. Again, another non-franchise movie that continues to do very poorly at the box office as well. But again, even if like horror movies were really unaffected by this, but even like horror movies are now being affected by the non-franchise curse. And most of the horror movies that make money now are sequels and franchise movies. So, next is The Wild Robot, which continues to do very well at the box office, domestic and global box office. NFL world, it has out $292 million globally, and it'll probably crack the $300 million run, as well. So, this movie has done very, very well at the box office. Very good for DreamWorks because they have been struggling the past year. Again, I just don't get why they did not cancel Ruby Gilman. Nobody watched that movie, and they still released it anyways. Okay, The Wild Robot did well, and they also released another Trolls movie. I think last year, they showed that people don't like Trolls, but The Wild Robot is doing pretty well. And of course, Kung Fu Panda 4 did pretty well, despite what the critics said about the movie. But again, Kung Fu Panda 4 is still my least favorite Kung Fu Panda movie out of all four movies. But really, it just shows you how great the first three movies really were compared to the fourth movie. Next is Smile 2, which has made $60 million domestically, as I see here. And, yeah. Also, I think Tom Hanks' movie is a flop. Smile 2 has made $223 million globally. Again, this movie is still underperforming the first movie massively. It's not having the same legs as the first movie. And yeah, will we get a Smile 3? Probably. It made a decent chunk of money at the box office. Next is 4 Weekend Thoughts. Yeah, and Conclave has made another $4 million, made $21 million. Surprisingly, this movie is actually having pretty decent wigs. But yeah, this movie has made $21 million. Which must mean whoever said this movie was a bad movie was lying, because this movie made $21 million. Don't know the budget for this movie, so we don't know if this movie made money, but next is Anora, which is another one of those wide to minute release movies that they always release every year. They also released this movie to 1,000 theaters, and it just seems that no one cares about these non-franchise movies anymore. Doesn't matter how many Sundance Awards they get, it seems that no one cares about these non-franchise movies. So that's about Anora, here. Okay, so the numbers is not working. We're gonna be using box odds model for the remainder of the video. And they actually have the full numbers in. So we talked about Conclave, we talked about here once again. Oh, this is Tom Hanks flop. Oh wait, this is last week's. Okay, this is okay, this is last week. Okay. We have to go back to the numbers right until it loads then. Okay, box odds model is working. Here is out, and yeah, numbers. Yeah, this movie's a flop. Tom Hanks. Yeah, people don't like Tom Hanks anymore. Again, no actors can sell movies anymore. They even put from the start of Forrest Gump. That's one of the most iconic movies of all time. But guess what? No one cares. Okay, no one cares about what Hollywood puts out anymore. This is actually pretty symbolic. Okay, you know, Trump wins the presidency in Hollywood's worst year for original movies. That's I kind of find funny. Okay, but We Live in Time, again, another movie. It's actually having pretty decent rigs at the box office, all things considered, but again, people really don't care much about non-franchise movies. This is a movie that could be making more money. But again, it's not part of a franchise, so no one cares. Next is Terrifier 3, which has made $68 million globally, which is again, the budget for this movie is like almost nothing, so... And we have two other movies. Because of how the site isn't working today, so yeah, basically there's two new movies called Elevator and Overlord: The Sacred Kingdom. Both movies seem to not be doing too well. Also, Beetlejuice fell out of the top, fell out of the $1 million grossing movies. So yeah, that movie is basically done with its box office, making $293 million as well. And yep, that's about this video here. Goodbye.